And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Heavy Base X channel. This is now time for the summer of Let's Play. In other words, I'm going to attempt to do 12 Let's Plays in summer via different platforms. So, you're going to be seeing some variety. So today, we're going to be starting off with a Konami game on the Genesis/Mega Drive. And that game is, of course, Rocket Knight Adventures. Created by the same guy that created such titles in the Contra series as Alien Wars, Hardcore, and Shattered Soldier. Basically, our protagonist, Sparkster, a night opossum, fights armies of robots and pigs, as it were, so that we can go up against. But this is just like the same thing. This is the same guy that went on to develop some of the Mega Drive versions of Contra, and I believe Shattered Soldier is the fourth one. Let's see. Pretty sure Shattered Soldier is... Oh, that was the PS2 Contra. Hardcore, which appeared on the Genesis 2. And Alien Wars, the third Contra game. Which is pretty good. Especially since... Well, since of course that's probably going to be eligible as well. Which is pretty much a good thing. So yeah, there's a possibility I'll be doing Contra 3D Alien Wars. Since I'll probably need the spirits of Bruce Willis, aka Proton John. But... as mentioned before, this is basically a game of saying my thanks to the fine people, the fine community racers known as Storm, which I'm good friends with a good majority of them. People like Time, Chaos to Frost, Mutagen, Falcon, Amphibian, Noxprompt, quite a few of the people as well, which includes Residual, Extreme Zero. We got like people like Smash Daikatsu and Proto 4, the current mystery racing champion, the one person I should have taken on in the mystery tournament. I like the reference. Anyway, time to play a video game, or rather, I'm just gonna let the intro play because that's a good majority of the bloody thing. So yeah, when we race this game, I didn't expect the difficulty of the game, and holy balls, was this game somewhat hard. It has got the right difficulty curve. It gets harder as soon as you go forward. You have to learn the mechanics real quickly, and then you can do some really amazing stuff with those mechanics. That's the important thing. That's the real important thing. Speaking of LPs, I've got plans to do games for the Genesis, Super Nintendo. I got a couple of NES games in the thinking, a Game Boy game, which is interesting enough, and a couple of N64 classics, which includes my favorite game of all time. That's the plan, at least. So, with that set in mind, let's take a look at the options. It's defaulted to easy, but you might as well just call it. You just might as well call it hard. It's easy because it's a lying piece of shit. Not gonna lie. So, I'm gonna go straight into the game. Well, actually, not go straight into the game, but something like that. But we're just gonna show you the mechanics of such game, because the lore basically works out fantastic. So essentially, which works out fine. When we get down to it, the lore's pretty good. I'm looking at the Wikipedia for this episode right now, and it's really interesting how the lore in the Sparkster games is actually more coherent. A lot of people have said that the Sparkster games, the SNES games, are not canon. Unfortunately, the game canon is, of course, the Genesis/Mega Drive versions. Because, I don't know, it makes more sense that the Genesis version actually has a good game for once, and after all, it is kind of difficult. So, we get down to it, and after about nearly 4 minutes of intros, I think it's time. Let's go through this one. So, here's the introduction. The past explains how the first King Elzubius fought against Silver invaders who sailed on a powerful ship called the Pig Star, and led his clan against them in courage and conviction. Defeating the elders, Elzubius became the ruler of the land, and knowing the Pig Star was placed under a magic seal, and it so wouldn't fall into enemy hands. Unfortunately, the pig fuckers are back, and they're invading. And of course, a helper is actually helping them, which is a bit of a shame, really. So yeah, this is the mechanics of the game, if you may have noticed. You charge up your rocket meter, you could fire the attack straight at them, which is not too bad. This is the difficulty curve. Also, you may notice, if you go to a straight line, it doesn't do much damage. However, you have a spinning move, which is pretty powerful. That stuff's pretty good. Most of the time, you'll be wanting to just throw out your sword, which has projectiles in it. Kind of cool, to be honest. I like that. It's interesting, to say the least. And that's really about it. You can hang on to walls using a tail, like almost opossums. You're a possum knight, which is kind of cool, but you also got, like, that one. Someone was definitely inspired by the freaking Rocketeer. Most definitely. You probably think to yourself, oh, it's not too bad. Yeah, you may also notice you only have 8 hearts in this game, and you heal with bananas. Well, bananas, you say? Sounds like a reference back to Donkey Kong Country, which we did a while ago. Yeah, speaking of which, I've got if you may have noticed, the sequel is on its way. I do like to do sequel games, and there's quite a few sequel games I want to do. As it were, gotta do Kirby. I'm sorry about that, had to kill a spider. You can do this, which is pretty cool, as we get down to it. Alright. Now then, we have our boss, or rather our first boss is going to be this pig tank. All you have to do is take advantage of the new mechanic that is there, which of course take advantage of your dash attack, which is pretty good. But also, when we get down to the water, the pig tank will now starting to go into a frenzy. A good strategy is basically stay where you are and use the spin attack. Very useful, very precise, as it were. Do a little bit of spinning, do a little bit of spin, which is pretty good, to be honest. Do that. Get down to see if we can get the right locations. That should be good. And yeah, I think a couple more. Yep, and there goes the tank. Tank's been destroyed. Now we're moving on to the side-scrolling bit. When we get some nitroglycerin for the fuel, we now have the ability to take out robot minions. Yes, we like to say minions because they have no soul and they're minions. Essentially. Blah blah. Really interesting. It's this for blah blah and all that stuff. So there we go. I do like the lore. The lore is actually pretty interesting. I'll probably go into a detail about video at the end of the saga. But hey, there's a reason why Rocket Knights exist. Go look at the Wikipedia. Really good, interesting lore. But anyway, Dragon Boss does about what? If you hit him completely, you take about at least a heart and a half of damage. That goes about that. So now we got that out of the way, we crash right into the castle. And we go inside the castle for some levels. And the castle's under attack by the pigs. Some are on fire, completely useless, but they still can't hurt you. A lot of things that hurt you, which includes that flame. Fire takes about half, which is a bit weird for a concept. Fire gives you half damage, and then contact enemies gives you a lot more. I think some people just like that. You know, it's a bit weird. That's double attack. Anyway, side-scrolling bit. Not the biggest fan of these. You do take about 2.5 hearts of damage from those fires, and it's a bit of a pain. Very big pain in the neck. You just need to take advantage of the platform. You can not get hit by if you do the dash. The hitbox is very good. So diamonds are worth points. Not exactly good point there, but just follow the pattern, get all the diamonds as it were. I'm not exactly doing very good with these, just holy shit. There we go. Oh, I should have picked up the diamond. Didn't in the end. Oh well. Just do a bit of saving, because I know this bit's going to be somewhat hard. You want to get as much diet points as you can, really. Points in this game will give you lives, just like any other classic sense. See what I mean? Those that glowing one up is right there. Gives you quite a bit of health, as it were. And now we're about to approach the first boss of the game. Oh no, we're at a present. It's like, you've just been given a gift. That present was terrible. Here's a bit of salt for your trouble. It's like, haha. Not really good. Yeah, you can see the boss right there. You're gonna need it. It's a bit difficult. So, here we go. Boss time. Right. This mechanical centipede is your first boss. Your objective, of course, is just hit him when he bursts through, as it were. So he'll burst through all the walls. You need to hit him with the sword, and then you just need good timing. Anyway, once you get to this bit here, and yeah, you do take damage to those little mines, is that you need to get a pattern going. Learn the pattern so that you can go through, and then destroy the red thing there, which destroys the mines. So now he'll just start using his tail to distract, which is a bit of a dick move. You kind of have to here. Hit him with the hit him with the collision move. Will give you a bit of a spin dash back, and that's the boss. So yeah, first boss down, and we're gonna go straight down to it. This is the only long video of this section, because everything else is rather short. Also, regardless of what happens, you can actually pose and do some really cool bits. But that's pretty much about it. So, next time on Rocket Knight Adventures, we're gonna do some stuff.